Sister Helen Prejean is the leading opposition of the death penalty. But first, I want to define a consistent ethic of life. Pope John Paul writes in the Gospel of Life, where life is involved, the service of charity must be profoundly consistent. It cannot tolerate bias and discrimination, for human life is sacred and inviolable at every stage and in every situation. Is an invisible good. We need then to show care for all life and for the life of everyone. Sister Helen Prejean says in a quote, "The death penalty is one of the great moral issues facing our country. Yet most people rarely think about it, and very few of us take the time to delve deeply enough into this issue to be able to make an informed decision about it." Sister Helen Prejean has written 3 books in her lifetime, 2 of which are profoundly about her perspective of the death penalty. Her most popular book, on the left, Dead Man Walking, is a non-fictional account of Sister Helen Prejean as she fights for Patrick's execution, as well as being more than a spiritual advisor. And on the right, The Death of Innocence, is about Sister Helen as she uses her personal experiences as a counselor to those on death row to explore the issue of innocence and the likelihood of executing a wrongly convicted person. By writing these books, Sister Helen Prejean presents her life experiences as evidence for the removal of the death penalty. The movie Dead Man Walking, based off the book, is an emotional account of Sister Helen and her perspective of being a spiritual advisor and friend of Matthew Poncelet. Matthew Poncelet is on death row for the murder of 2 teenagers. This movie provides more than the point of view of just Matthew on death row, but it also provides the point of view of the grieving parents of the victims. This popular movie portrays Sister Helen and her consistent faith and belief for what is right. Sister Helen Prejean, since writing Dead Man Walking, has traveled the world speaking to anyone who will listen about the injustice of the death penalty in the United States. She has visited DePaul University, Brown University, University of Oregon, in this video, Seattle University, and Siena Heights University. These are just some of the many locations that Sister Helen has spoken at. Another quote from Sister Helen says, "We are worth more than the worst act we commit." That is Sister Helen Prejean, and she defends the consistent ethic of life.